Life can sometimes be brutal and short for animals on the African plain. But now some species are dying not through predation, but by poison. We know the culprit. We just have to find out how to stop it. They are the sanitation workers of the Serengeti. Vultures will eat just about anything. So they have tough digestive systems, but not that tough. Conservationists were concerned when they found hundreds of vultures dying after eating a carcass.
The way it began was that there was a whole rising cloud of vultures, and looking at them, I noticed a couple just simply fold up in midair and just drop out of the sky stone dead. That was a big surprise. I realized immediately that it must have been poisoning. But, otherwise we wouldn't have seen it. Nobody would have seen anything. The vultures would have died quietly by themselves. We would never have seen it.
Simon Thomset is a world-renowned expert on birds of prey. He and others believe the vultures died from a carcass laced with a poison widely available in Kenya. It's a potent pesticide known as carbofuran, marketed in Kenya under the label Furadan. In its granular form, carbofuran is highly toxic to birds, which mistake the grains for seeds. Even a trace amount can kill instantly. The insecticide is banned in Europe and limited in the United States. But in Kenya, Furadan is widely available over the counter. And conservationists strongly believe it's not farmers who are buying it for crops, but herdsmen who are buying it to poison predators that pose a threat to their cattle. Mostly lions have been targeted. These iconic symbols of Africa now live in close proximity with herdsmen who need room to graze their cattle. The cows are a tempting meal, and herdsmen are believed to be fighting back with Furadan. Officials have recorded a number of cases of lions and scavengers being poisoned by carbofurans after eating dead animals spiked with the pesticide. Recently, herdsmen laced the carcass of a camel with Furadan after it was killed by big cats, according to researcher Peter Otieno.
The lions came back to feed on the carcass again. They all died instantly. Vultures also came to feed on the carcass. About 20 vultures died instantly.
The Kenyan government is studying the problem and says it's too early to know for sure if the pesticide is being used to purposely kill wildlife. But conservationists say the evidence is clear. They've already noted a drop in the number of scavengers, such as hyenas and vultures.
Just outside Nairobi, where I live, 5 years ago, one saw a lot of vultures, and one heard hyenas and jackals at night. There's nothing today. People have walked across the Rift Valley from Lake Magadi to Ngong, where you always at night would hear lions in the distance, or hyenas, or whatever. Nothing. They've gone. I mean, they have been destroyed.
Thomset says the most vulnerable of carbofuran's victims, birds, have been suffering for years now. The pesticide has been used to kill waterfowl that was later sold for human consumption, posing a potential danger to the people who ate the birds. Kenya is not the only country in Africa battling the problem. Furadan is being misused in other parts of the continent as well.
We know that Furadan is being used widely throughout East Africa, specifically by really pastoral people who are coming into the protected areas, and they've been poisoning there, which has also killed a lot of vultures as well.
Conservationists are calling for the pesticide to be banned or severely limited, as it is in the U.S.
When they ban a chemical totally, with the huge agribusiness industries that exist there, you can be pretty sure they've got good grounds for doing so. And if they've done it, good heavens, we should be doing it too. And we can't afford to have this sort of thing hanging over us. Just generally, it's a bad chemical.
But for now, carbofuran is easily available in Kenya. the ultimate victims may not be the carrion on the African plains, but the hungry predators and scavengers who are eating them.